Hiya! I'm a little bit late today because I did a tournament. It was my first tournament. Pretty fun. Today's episode is dominating from second, which I'm going to talk about because I go second quite a lot. So here's another balance. I do have a gear advantage, though he's wearing some pieces of arena gear. His pet actually doesn't have spellproof and spell defying. But let's talk about going second. It's kind of scary going second because you feel like you need to shield and you feel like you might need to heal because they can do a lot of things to you. They can dispel you without you knowing about it, and they can put a weakness on you, make your attacks weak. They can shield before you hit, so they can do a lot of things from first that you can't really do anything about because you're going second. So there were two ways of thought about what to do from second. One is that you can have a very fierce offensive, and that you're going to attack them so that they have to heal and then they can't attack you. The other thing is that you can use your minions, and it's kind of a way to fool them into just killing the minion a lot while either you can heal or you can attack them. But usually I do keep to having bigger pips there because I don't have a life mastery, so I'm going to have to use my balance heals in order to heal. And I think in a lot of these matches everyone ends up with these full pips here. So he happens to be a balance, so I never know if they're going to use the Spectral Blast. That's a pretty good hit. It turns out he's a lower level than that. He's a few levels lower than me. This is actually a treasure card, but I didn't know about it. He is a captain, so he's a higher rank. So he tends to use the balance spells, and the reason for balance having this advantage is that there's only the tower shield that can really defend against balance hits, and how many tower shields can you have unless you filled your entire side deck with them? So here's my heal. So you get a lot more damaged when you're going second, and from first I actually haven't done much except for get this minion out and do some healing because he just hit me with a judge. But I have good resist, or at least good enough resist that I didn't go down with a full pip judge, I think it was. He didn't blade, so it wasn't. So basically I got the minion out because he's always putting towers up, which means that I'm always going to hit into a tower, so the minion will get rid of those towers for me, or at least waste them, because like I said, how many towers can you have unless you reshuffle and get your towers back? Or you could have some in your side deck. You have to run them out of those. So basically we're going to waste some towers because the minion is going to take care of them and hit through them. And then if they're at a point where they haven't reshuffled, then maybe they'll just run out of towers. So I can sort of deal with that in terms of it's a problem for me too, but this is sort of what I'm thinking here is that and also the Cyclops is a good hitter. He's going to keep on hitting. He's going to get rid of all those tower shields. So the other thing is that if you notice, I did change the pet just because I thought the gargantuan pet wasn't really helping me. This pet doesn't help me at all. It's if I was using an ice amulet, maybe it would, but it's just a triple heal pet. I just happen to like it, so I have it there. And what I'm using for my attacks is I'm getting these monstrous hits out of my side deck. So if you look at the way I discard, like I don't discard as heavy as other people. I mean, I search for things, and I know it's in my side deck. Or I will have to discard a lot more, but usually you see that I'll discard it, and I'll discard again, and see if I can pull it out of my side deck. So I still haven't attacked, so this is a little bit of a slow match. I do worry about using that judge. He's been very good about the towers. It's a little bit of a waiting game. Now, I'm kind of surprised that a Dispel hasn't shown up yet. I discard that Feint, but what it's going to come down to is these 4-pip spells. That's your Sandstorm, Lore Master if you have it, or if you're using Samurai or Savage Paw. These are lower pip spells that you can hit without getting all your pips dispelled, if it happens, because I've had it where I got dispelled on the judge, and it's not fun. That's all of your pips. So he's got some damage. Like, actually, the minion did about 1/4 of damage, I think. So that's not too bad. I don't like that I'm getting weaknessed. I'm trying to get rid of my white pips by using that Blade Storm. So here's now my attacks, and I think that he ran out of towers. I attacked even with the weakness, because it's just about trading the weakness and putting that in. But it happened to do pretty well. So looking at my stack of pips, and what attack do I have? I need to get rid of all these heals because I need to do something. So I am also looking at his pips. Like, what can he do to me? So here, the Mander, I'm going to get rid of it. And I think one of the biggest problems that he did was he did not get rid of the Cyclops. The Cyclops is going to continue to hit him. So here's a Sandstorm. It's also a monstrous Sandstorm. Going to get rid of the Mander, and it ends up getting rid of the Wizard too. So like I said, I did have a gear advantage. He was a captain, but he was lower level. You see that he did have the commander robe. He had the veteran hat, and then a crown gear boot. But the pet had no pet resist. So that's a match from second. And next time, another match from second! Yeah, but this one's pretty much longer because I have to deal with Juju. Really, yeah, Juju. So again, I have a playlist on Wizarina, and you can find them on Twitter at Giant Hunters. Please subscribe and follow them.